Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT, and looks like it's time for this week's daily race on Gran Turismo Sports. So, looks like everything is going to be quite very different now to be we had to get started. So, looks like this might be we had to get ready to go on in race A is the Suzuka East course for N300 car race. So, looks like this is going to be quite very good to be we had to choose a selected vehicle for today's event. JDM cars are now definitely enabled to be ready to use. So looks like this will be able to have 9 cars that might be able to have to be selected. So this is definitely like the original Gran Turismo game, but this is going to be able to have to choose your favorite JDM cars that will might be able to have to do select. So right now I might be able to have to go and choose the Honda NSX Type R, and then this will be able to have to get ready for having a one good standard N300 race to begin. So good thing that this is definitely able to have to get everything ready. So looks like always gonna have to make sure to check on to GT Planet for some latest daily race on GT Sports. So looks like this is gonna be able to have to get ready because this is going to be quite excellent to use Japanese vehicle for this race, because this is going to be excellent. And let's see how fast can it go to get everything we got that we might be able to have to be ready. So looks like this will also have to be taking a practice. So looks like I'm about to be able to have to get started to have a 5-minute race to begin. So looks like choosing any JDM cars is going to be quite excellent to be able to do it. Now maybe this might be able to have some few settings as definitely recommend putting on and balance the performance. Because good thing that this is going to be quite very excellent to do a little bit much chance to do it. So we'll make sure that this might be able to have to do a lot more practice if we can. So we'll make sure that we'll have to get it right. This might be a bit careful, and well, maybe just having a little standard race that might be able to do it. So here we go, let's go for a little practice to begin, and then this might be able to have a good chance to do it for having one good excellent race that might be able to have to do it for one short track. Well, maybe I'm really going to have to choose the better one, so it's going to be able to have to do a lot more better to have a shooting all-wheel drive vehicle after this. Now, I hope this is going to have to do a lot more technique to be able to keep going for. So, this might be able to do a little bit slide corners to be able to keep it up on it. So, this might be able to do a lot more better. So, it's possible that this might be able to choose a better car. So, maybe others can also have to choose any vehicle whenever they like. So, they have to be able to master any corners where you can see different cars that might be that keep going in for. Now, looks like this is going to do a lot more work. Just going to keep a little bit of balance that might be needed to put on. So, looks like I'm going to have to get ready because a minute and 8 seconds is going to be my current record that we might be needed for the start. Alright, just going to keep it in. Just going to do a little bit slide turns that might be able to have to come easy in and easy out to do a little bit steady to the well focused on. Okay, going well for it. Now, looks like before having the green light for choosing a moon race, so looks like this might be able to have to get started to take a lot of extended practice that might be able to have to take minutes. So whenever the time runs out until the match begins, so this will be able to have a warm-up that might be able to get started. So we'll make sure that this is going to be able to have a nice Japanese race to be able to race around, and Suzuka East might be able to get a chance to go for. Excellent time. So looks like this is going to get a new fast record that might be able to go faster on it. Going, just be very careful because the first turn is going to get a little bit tricky on it. Well, of course, I might be able to get some juice to be NSX Type R. So, well, it is definitely quite very good to the Class A vehicles that might be able to drive to any other Japanese vehicle. So maybe it is also remembered that we also play every Gran Turismo game back in the day. So we'll make sure that this wheel might be able to have to do a lot more excellent turns to be able to keep it up on it. So we'll make sure that Japanese cars are always being the originals. We'd like to be able to do a lot more chances to go for. Okay, looks like that was definitely excellent for having a 1 minute and 1 second lap. This wheel might be you had to keep it on it. Okay, going in for it. Just gonna have to try and beat my current record. Okay, just gonna have to make sure if I have to keep it going. So it's pretty hard to be able to challenge to go for one record race, so this one might be had to get a good chance on for, because this is going to be able to use the short track. That will might be able to do a lot more basic and very challenging. That will might be able to get ready. So looks like going down to 40 seconds left remaining, because I guess I had to be able to keep trying until time runs out. So this will begin shortly. Hope this is going to get a little bit much better. So it's definitely quite easier to choose a better car for the drivetrain performance on it. So this is going to be able to have everything to get started. So maybe JDM cars are definitely quite very amazing. And they also might need to have standard performance that will be able to do the work by giving a little bit BOP, stands for balance of performance. Will definitely might be able to get definitely settled to have SR rating to be increased. Whenever you like to choose, this wheel might be able to get a good, excellent handling. So maybe right now, I'm just currently using the NSX. That wheel might be able to have a good, steady turn that will keep it up on it. Alright, looks like time over. This wheel might be able to get started because looks like they're just bringing out the R32 Skylines, and also RX-7 is definitely in as well. So looks like this is going to be good. 12 drivers are now definitely are also get ready to be prepared. So, well, I hope this might be able to use the RX-7 after this. So this wheel might be able to get ready for the next one for. So looks like everybody's here. Okay, looks like this wheel might be able to wait for players to be finished. So this wheel might be get ready. But this will be quite very better to be able to have sports hard tires to begin with. So let's go and hit out, and then let's go for it and see how better it is. That might be able to keep it going for. Well, I hope that this is going to be a 11-car race that might be able to begin. So looks like it's giving a little bit slight concentration because this is going to be the excellent turn for a mid-engine sports car that might be able to do a lot more cornering skills to do it. Okay, just gonna have to do a little warm-up until it ends, and now looks like I'll be ready to be able to get started. Okay, keep it up. This will be quite going in by standard. Alright, warm-up complete. Now let's proceed over to the starting grid. So this wheel might be able to get started. So, well, this will be able to get ready for a rolling start. So looks like 6 laps is going to be quite coming well. So I hope I might be able to have to get ready. Alright, everything's all good. Perfect. Now, looks like this is going to be the old-fashioned way, and then this wheel might be able to use Japanese cars to be able to do it by the start. So, I hope this might be able to have a lot more chances to be able to overtake few of the Mazda RX-7s and Nissan Skylines, so, and even the Subaru Impreza as well. So, here we go, 6 lap challenge, let's get started. well, I hope I might be able to do a little early braking point, so I might be able to keep it nice and calm. But it's gonna get a little bit slide around for it, so we'll have to be very careful, so we might be able to do our best. Okay, giving a little bit much better for the SR increase. Just gonna have to keep a lookout for it. A few other cars are definitely quite tough to challenge with. Oh, there it is. Just gonna be caution. Okay, looks like 3 seconds is definitely now calling in for a penalty. Just gonna have to be on the lookout. Okay, looks like just gonna have to keep going on to the next lap. So looks like the penalty line is definitely here. So looks like this might be able to have the chance to slow down automatically. Okay, gonna do a little braking point here. Better had to do a little bit slide turn. That will might help. So this will might be able to keep a well balanced position. Slow. Don't get too aggressive, so this wheel might be able to have to help out for it. Okay, looks like getting a little bit closer, so this will be forced to slow down until the penalty line comes in. Okay. Well, it's definitely quite very good because the cone is aligned, so this is definitely might be able to get a good trick that might be able to use. So here we go, slowing down and then get back onto the speed. Alright, so looks like it's currently in 5th place, so looks like now it's definitely on 6th. Giving a little bit much possible to be able to do a little bit slowing down whenever you automatically to be forced. So looks like we'll make sure that this is going to have to use the radar to be able to keep an eye out for. Okay, gonna have to do a lot more braking points and then do a lot more cornering while speeding up on it. Okay, stay on it, so always gonna have to check the tires whenever it's gonna be on the red. Okay, well, that was a little messy. Almost at the final turn that this is going to be the hard part, so we should probably be very careful when the opponent is about to make a braking point. So that's where definitely might need to do a little communication. Okay, going back in, take that first corner to be able to keep a little bit sliding easy. Well, I hope this might be able to go better to be able to do all-wheel drive for the next one. Okay, looks like 2 more laps to go. It's going to be quite very excellent to be able to keep it up on it. Okay, watch it. Just going to let the opponent pass. Okay, well, whenever it's gonna happen, he'll be able to be quite giving a good check on for. Okay, well, that was a bad SR rating. Just the one I had to ask. But this is gonna have to take a lot more practice to do it. Up and then better to watch out because the opponent is definitely might be able to get a good chance to overtake. Well, it's possible without sliding around. It could be able to do a little old-fashioned skill that we might be able to do, but maybe it is going to be a little bit harder, but this wheel might be able to do a lot more careful if we can. looks like final lap is on its way. Okay, looks like R32 Skyline just definitely passed on my current position. Okay, so it looks like this will be able to keep going. Okay, stay focused, and looks like it's going to get a little bit slided down by using a mid-engine sports car. Okay, looks like they just already made it to the finish line, so looks like this rule might be you have to keep on going. Okay, 20 seconds left. Just gonna have to keep going, then this rule might be it. Alright, so looks like that's gonna get a little bit better, so looks like in the meantime, that could be what happens whenever there's a mistake happens. Penalty always comes in by going in on the next lap that will be forced to reach into the yellow line. Short tracks thus definitely might be needed to get a little bit nearby closer to the starting line. Well, I can't say the current position just went up, so looks like I did well, so looks like I might be able to have to choose a better car next time, so the NSX is definitely quite very fast and stronger for it. Now, looks like this will might need to have some earnings might be quite going in for, so looks like I might be able to have to do my best, so this is going to be a challenging race to be able to get started for. Okay, so looks like that was pretty good for having a lot of good time and also giving a little bit of decreased SR rating is definitely might need to have to keep it up on it. So looks like driver rating still on the B, so looks like I'll just have to make sure to be able to keep it up for more. So looks like this will might be able to have to keep in track of the time, because good thing that this might be able to have the second try to be able to go for. So well, maybe let's see for the qualifying rankings by the results. So well, this definitely did well on the qualifying time, so this is going to get a lot more easier to be done for. Okay, so looks like maybe for having the next run, so looks like I might be able to have to get ready to use the R32 Nissan Skyline GTR, so this is going to be quite very good to be able to have to do a lot more excellent all-wheel drive that we might be able to keep it up on it. So looks like I might be able to go again, so this might be able to have one more attempt, because this is going to have to take a lot of extra time to be able to get ready for some practice. So if possible to be able to have to choose a mid-engine car like the Honda NSX Type R, it is definitely quite very good to have an excellent corner, but it is also to be sliding around on turns because it's going to be difficult. So we'll make sure that this is going to be able to have to choose an excellent car, so this might be able to have a good chance to do it. Now, looks like this will might be able to have to change the traction control to make it to 1. And here we go. Let's go and take a little bit of practice time to begin. So, looks like choosing the better car that might be able to have a good chance to do it. So, good thing I'm just definitely using the R32 Skyline to be quite very the best car that might be able to use. Now, looks like giving a different trick that might be able to come easily for it. So, looks like better have to check on the tires whenever it's going to be on the red. So, looks like it's going to be a one hard turn that Will might be able to keep going for. Now, looks like it's going to be able to have to do a little bit less sliding, and then this Will might be able to have to do a lot more cornering to do. It's going to be quite very excellent to choose an all-wheel drive car that Will might be able to work well for. And even the Subaru Impreza as well, because this is going to be quite excellent choosing an all-wheel drive for this race that Will might be able to challenge with the mid-engine car that could be quite very tougher and giving a little bit slight difficulty that might be able to have to get a good chance on for. Alright, let's go for it. Just gonna have to start and beat my current record. I'm about to be able to get a good chance to do it. Okay, coming in and make that double cone on the main cue. Just gonna have to keep a little bit slide extra carefully for it. I hope I could probably able to beat a fast lap until under a minute. Because it looks like they just did pretty well, so it looks like I really want to go for it. Okay, always gonna have the inside turn, and it's gonna be needed to support it out on it. Don't get a little bit sloppy, because this might be what had to get a good chance for a nice perfect race. Okay, looks like a minute. That was pretty good, but close enough. But this wheel might be had to do a lot more effort to keep it up on it. Okay, gonna keep it up. Don't let that go get past on my current lead. This is gonna have to do a lot more practicing, folks, because this is gonna have to take a lot of hard work to take a lot more faster laps that might be able to gain. Like this might be what have to give an opening advantage. Alright, this might be what have a good chance for a minute time, and then under 1 minute, and this is gonna get a little bit much tougher to do it. But this will might be what I can keep it up on it, because taking a favorite JDM car and also to race on a short track on Suzuka could also to get a lot of challenge to begin. So this wheel might be able to race hard to take an under minute record. So this wheel might be able to qualify to be able to begin with. Now looks like time for the interior view to see how the handles might be coming in as well. Okay, looks like this is going to be on the plus gap distance, maybe the minus. Okay, traction's still on 0, so looks like this might be bad to keep it up on it. Okay, just gonna sit back and wait until the braking point comes in by the signal. Oh man, it's gonna get a little bit much hard to be able to have that turn performed. Okay, well that was a little bit messy. Okay, let's just gonna have to try again and then have this for a second attempt. So, whenever you're gonna have to keep trying for having one good improved fast lap, this wheel might help out to be able to restart and do over again, because having one run or another could be getting a little bit much sloppy, so this wheel might be you have to take a lot more training to do the race, so this wheel might be able to keep it up. Now, looks like time for a second attempt that might be able to do it. Because it looks like this is going to get a little bit tricky to do a lot of flashing skills that might be able to do it. Okay, giving a better turn. Go at it. Alright, very good. That ghost car won't get passed by me for it, so, well, definitely, clearly a ghost car. Alright, so, looks like that was a small move to do a lot more previous skills I just definitely made. Alright, new fast lap. Let's go for it and try again. Okay, going in. Have that double cone as the first cue. Okay, keep it up, work it. Now, giving a little bit much technical turns that might be able to do a lot more training ground to do on the race. So this might be able to have to do a little bit less braking, and then this might help out to do the less. Okay, going in. Always gonna have to see the apex that will keep falling up on the line. Gonna make sure that the cones are definitely aligned at the wall. Okay, excellent new record set. So this is gonna get better. So this might be able to take a lot more pressure to race cars for only under a minute. Okay, watch it. Just gonna have to keep a little bit of balance control check that might be able to keep it up on it. Okay, so it looks like it's definitely 30 seconds until matching is complete. Just gonna make sure just keep on racing, and then this might be able to have to do a lot more practice. Okay, 15 seconds left. Almost there. So this will be able to have a match ready complete. Alright, looks like it's all set and ready to go, so it looks like this might be able to have to wait for a few moments. Alright, end of the training, and now looks like it's joining in session and see there's some few players are about to get ready. Okay, looks like everyone's here. Very good. Now, looks like the R32 and R34 is quite very tougher to be able to get a good driving skills will increase upper limit. So, looks like one mid-engine car will be able to have a lot more skills to be able to get ready. So, I hope this might be able to try. But a minute and 58 seconds is going to be quite very tougher to do it. So, it's going to have to take a lot more skills to get everything ready. So let's just gonna have to wait until this session is about to begin. Just gonna have to wait for everyone until getting ready to go. So looks like it's time to get ready to do a warm-up this race. So looks like this might be able to get a good chance to do it. All-wheel drive Skylines and Subaru Imprezas will be able to have to get ready. So this might be able to get our A game up, and then this might get set up for it. Now let's just go and head out, and then this might be able to get ready. Do a little bit warm-up session to begin. Just gonna have the hood cam on and radar setting up, and then this might be able to get a good acceleration throttle that might be able to keep catching up on it. Okay, so looks like traction control is definitely might needed to do. So I might be able to take a good look on the players. What's definitely quite very good for the handling turns that might be able to do a little slide left and then keep cornering on the inside. So I might be able to get ready to be able to get started until the warm-up ends. Okay, warm-up complete. Let's proceed to the starting grid to begin. So we'll make sure that we might be able to have a nice clean race. So looks like we'll make sure we'll get ready, because this one is going to be a perfect race for all-wheel drive vehicles. Okay, looks like 11 cars are now going to be able to get ready to get started. So looks like this might be able to have a 6-lap challenge to be able to get ready by the usual. Okay, just going to have the headlights turned on and off, and then this will be ready. And then here we go. All-wheel drive cars will be taking the best start to begin, and then this wheel might be able to do the best behavior we can. So, looks like I'll make sure that this is going to be quite an excellent first place win. Okay, just going to have to do a lot more better, do a little bit less sliding and then more cornering. That wheel might be able to do the trick. Okay, looks like I'm on the 4th place, so just gonna have to keep it up on the last 3. Okay, that was a little bit tougher close. Oh man, that was a messy corner. Oh man, that is terrifying. Very terrifying. Well, yeah, the last corner is very tricky, but better had to make sure to avoid it, so don't want to get a little bit sloppy, because it takes a lot of hard work to do a lot more fast laps to be able to get whenever we can. But I had to be very careful so I won't do any more mistakes, because that could be a bad SR rating. Okay, so I'm just gonna go and catch up to the other 2, so it looks like I might be able to have to get a good signal check on the red penalty line. It's definitely marked. Good thing that this is going to be quite very good to have a little bit main tracker that will might be able to keep up during the race. Okay, keep it up. One opponent just definitely passed by, so let's just dash it in, and then going in 5th place. Halfway there on the 3rd lap, so looks like this wheel might be able to keep it up on it, do a lot more pressure, and then do some cornering that wheel might be able to do. Okay, excellent. Purple mark check. Okay, just gonna keep it up on 4th place driver until I might be getting a good chance to overtake. Almost there. Just gonna keep that braking corner up. So, if possible, for beginners, should also might need a braking point whenever they need. Well, it's definitely a safety choice that might be we have to go a little bit trickier on the last corner on Suzuka East course. Okay, take a little bit dive in, turn, almost. Okay, well, that was a little bad one. Just gonna have to keep trying until you'll be doing okay. Okay, land that apex whenever there's a steering problem. Okay, looks like this is gonna get a little bit obstacle course that might be bad to get everything settled for. Just keep it well controlled for the R32 Skyline. Okay, looks like it's coming back. Just try to keep it up until this wheel might be needed to do a lot more careful speed and keep an eye on the radar check. Okay, gonna have to use that spot on the inside. Okay, excellent. Green. Okay, looks like this is gonna get a little bit tougher for it, folks. just keep it up and don't even think of looking behind for it. Okay, looks like this is going to get a little bit much tougher to do a little bit much standard race. That might be able to keep it up on it. Almost there. Just going to have to do one more lap, and looks like daily workout is going to be complete soon. So this might be able to get one shot at this. Diving in, braking again, and it looks like sub-gap distance is going to be quite decreasing significantly for it. Okay, looks like this might be able to come things in shape. Okay, looks like this is going to be coming closer. Almost there. Just have that corner to be slided in, and then this will go straight at it. Final stretch, and looks like that was a race finish. Whew. Well, that was a lot of hard work that might be turned out as well. So, looks like I just definitely made it. So, looks like I just finally finished up in 5th place, so looks like this might be even had to go better for choosing a better all-wheel drive next time for. So, looks like Brazilian player has definitely made it in 1st place, so looks like I call it a GG for excellent good game. Now, looks like this is going to be quite very tougher to be able to have a 1% chance for getting a clean race. We'll be able to do an extra one for it. So, looks like did well on the 5th place. Now, I hope this might be able to do a lot more better to be able to have to keep up the SR rating will improve. So, looks like standard earnings might be quite coming in for it, so it's already been finished. Now, looks like that was a pretty good race, but it's pretty tougher to be able to choose a better JDM car that might be able to get a good increased improvement. So, I guess this is going to be able to have a little bit much more results that definitely quite coming in for. So, looks like that was a lot of excellent race. So, we'll make sure this might be able to keep it up next time. So, this is going to be quite very excellent that might be able to do. Now, let's see for today's daily workout gift card. So, looks like it's 29th of April. So, looks like the usual car, and looks like the McLaren P1 GTR is coming in for it. So close, and Apecia Vision GT Group 3 is definitely now received for it. Well, I guess that this might be you had to try better next time, because having the new cars could also have the usual might be able to get for it. So maybe most important things to be able to choose a better JDM car in this daily race. So looks like this might be you had to give a good news on the chances for it, because the race finish is going to be almost soon until this will be as an achievement reward. So I hope this might be you had to get a lot more chance to be able to do better. So this might be you had to keep on racing until tomorrow and even later on for. So just gonna have to choose a different car. So this might be able to have to get better for. But then taking a lot more challenging on Suzuka East course by using standard JDM cars might be able to get better and stronger improvements that will be able to have to do a lot more work to do. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for reaching up a 100 subscribers goal, and don't forget to leave a like and comment, and also the bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you really want to see more. So, I'll see you guys next time, continuing on for some daily race on Gran Turismo Sports, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.